Some you first and some me first.
You answer. I do questions only.
Okay.
Okay. And most of the topic concerning about the aircraft.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you do helicopters?
Okay. Can you start now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10
And have you think of making a drone one day by yourself?
I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about making a real plane.
A real plane?
Yes, how big is that? That's super big. The Chinook is 16 meters long.
I think the Chinook is too complicated,
Yeah.
and the price is so expensive.
Yeah.
You know, a big country like Indonesia also cannot afford to buy a Chinook.
Of course. So that's why I am dreaming to be rich. Yeah, I'm dreaming to be very, 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 very
What
rich.
for? What for? Oh yeah. Yeah. And no, just okay.
And buy Osprey!
Austria. And then we talk about Chinook and then later Austria, okay?
Okay, Osprey was so expensive.
You know what countries that have Chinooks?
Singapore, the most with Chinook is the US military.
Oh, so you mean the Singapore is richer than Indonesia?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Chinook is very expensive.
And what country have the Osprey?
Of course, the United States.
Oh yeah. And then what is their specialties between the Ospreys and other aircraft or military planes?
Osprey was a special plane.
Yes. What's it special about?
Special is a tilt rotor, and it can land heavier just vertical takeoff
Oh yeah.
or landing.
Yeah, I heard that. I've heard about this. They are one of the most especially export a plane. It can take off and landing like a heli, right?
Yeah, but the Osprey still need wheels because
Ah,
you need
yes.
to move like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Osprey can go backward.
Oh yeah. No, bro.
Of course, Osprey cannot go backward because there's no control to go backward. You need a truck to push it very strong.
Yeah.
Of course, the truck was expensive because the Osprey was heavy.
And you know what countries besides the United States that have the Ospreys?
That's a lot. The United States have lots of Ospreys.
Oh yeah. What about China?
China also have. Japan also have.
Yeah. And besides Osprey, what other military aircrafts do you know?
I know the AV-8 Harrier 2 or 3.
Then?
This Harrier jet, it looks a bit weird because there are wheels at the edge of the wing. There is the B-2 Spirit.
Oh yeah.
Tu-160 Black Jet made from Russia.
And?
Tu-95 Bear.
And
Finally.
hey, you know United Kingdom, the UK.
Yeah, I know the UK.
Their country also produce, I think, the military aircraft, right?
Yeah.
What are the names that they produce?
I only know the A400M.
That is the product of UK.
It's actually from Airbus. Airbus transferred the A400M to UK.
Wow.
Even France, Germany, Malaysia, etc. 10 countries who don't use presidents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The A400M is very big. It can carry 83 paratroopers. You don't know paratroopers. Paratroopers are jumping from a very tall height. You need to remember this is pretended to be the plane who parachutes. Fly very tall to the sky. And it's open its back and people jump.
And then you know about submarine?
I know submarines.
Yeah.
I know military ones.
Yes. You heard about submarine that fall into sea
Yeah,
near Bali?
I know.
Was
The breaking news was
Yeah.
a huge submarine.
and you know the name of the submarine?
I forgot.
Yeah, I know. It's called Donggala 402.
Donggala 402.
Yeah,
So-
sink into the Bali Ocean
Yes.
and then explode
What?
inside the ocean,
Yeah,
broken to pieces. You don't know that?
I know. Mainly because of the whirlpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, whirlpool is a spinning thing similar to a tornado but underwater.
Yes. And then
And it's spinning so fast that until the submarine will become shing like you cut a cucumber. Like the whirlpool cut the submarine.
yeah, and then broken to pieces, and many people inside all died.
Oof!
Yeah. Now you know what happened.
I didn't know.
And then
Then next,
China sent three submarines, no, 3 ships, yeah. Last ship, the salvage, the rescuer, come to Indonesia.
What?
Yes, and to rescue this, and they found pieces. No, how deep was it? Sunk into the deep ocean,
900 meters.
and 800 meters plus.
800 meters more.
Yeah.
More than 800 meters.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Have you ever seen a submarine?
I never.
Never. Even a picture of a submarine
I ever see submarine only in YouTube.
on YouTube. Yes. How does it operate?
Submarines operate inside but not the outside layer because later the outside layer will be full of water.
What's the use of a submarine?
Some can be used for military and I don't know what are those used for instead of military.
I think it's for spying,
Yeah.
intelligent.
The most country who produced submarines was not the United States, North Korea.
Oh yes. And then what's the difference between the Chinook and the common helicopter?
The Chinook was like this. I need a paper. The Chinook is big. First of all, most naval helicopters are smaller than the Chinook.
Yes.
Second, Chinook was 16 meters combined to all of the small helicopters.
16 meters.
16 meters
Bigger. You mean bigger?
bigger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then what makes it different?
The propeller.
Propeller?
One right here was a propeller at the very front, and the other propeller was at the very back.
The common chopper don't have propeller at the back.
Don't have and no propeller at the front.
Yeah.
Thirdly, Chinook has no tail rotor.
What's the rotor?
Tail rotor is a propeller at the back.
Oh, yeah.
Without tail rotor, it's already two propellers.
And what's the use of these two propellers?
To take off, landing. That's very
Yeah.
important.
And then why should they produce these two propellers instead the common one only one? Just one propeller. Why Chinook should have two propellers? The front one and the back one.
Because the Chinook is bigger and heavier. So the propellers need to be so strong and so fast.
Oh. And what is their ability the special ability of a Chinook compared to a common chopper?
The Chinook, some Chinooks are used for rescue, like after those big tsunamis in Aceh, the Singapore transferred 2 Chinooks. Some can be used for military and some can be used for TNI.
Yeah. And then Indonesia don't have Chinooks itself?
Yeah, Indonesian don't have because Chinook was too expensive.
Too expensive?
You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of coins. I mean money.
That like a Boeing, Boeing 840 or 480.
Or the Boeing 747.
Huh?
The Boeing 747 is the heaviest Boeing ever made by Boeing in the United States. Biggest,
The
heaviest.
777, that's Dreamliner, right?
Yeah, the Boeing 777.
Yeah,
Very, very, very
yeah.
expensive.
And just imagine how come just 2 pieces of turbo engine can lift up and fly this huge aircraft.
Like this. When the engine spins, it creates energy to lift up. So the engine produces some thrust to push the plane, and when it lifts off, there is more air from the bottom lift the airplane's wing and the bottom, even everything. So the more wind, the more plane flies, but this will never work at bad weather.
What happens if a plane facing bad weather?
When there's a bad weather, you cannot take off that plane. You have to do it. You have to wait until the bad weather disappears or the next day.
Oh no, that takes too long time. Nowadays, engines are so powerful.
Yeah, nowadays are too far.
These engines don't afraid of the bad weather only.
Yeah.
Is it dangerous when aircrafts meet turbulence in the air?
It's actually quite dangerous, but turbulence can also form when mountains or whirlpools at the bottom.
Why is the turbulence so dangerous?
It's dangerous because the plane is moving. Some turbulence can cause an accident.
What is a turbulence?
Turbulence is a moving thing caused by mountains. When mountains are at the bottom and your plane is on top, the mountain can create hot and cold air rising up and hitting the plane.
That is called turbulence.
Yeah. Sometimes when the plane is going to the water, some waters can create a whirlpool.
Oh. And
the whirlpool was so strong that the plane will almost get sucked, thus causing a turbulence.
And then what is it that push a plane during takeoff? What is it that push it up above the sky?
It's the engines.
Engine?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does it work?
When the engine spins, it goes to the motor and creates thrust.
What is thrust?
Thrust is smoke.
Smoke, yeah.
Yeah, the smoke is harmful to us, but don't worry. Our airport was protected by a window.
And then one more question. Usually, a plane refuel itself on the land.
Yeah. But
Yeah. Then the question is, I heard that even nowadays planes can do the refueling in the sky, right?
Of course.
How does it do?
It do like this. First, the tanker plane down the boom or the hose. Second, the plane shoots up the something like hose
Mm-hmm.
but shorter.
Yes.
Thirdly, the boom have to go into the hose, the shorter hose.
Yes.
And finally, it'll pump fuel into the plane.
Oh.
So it is already been locked. Now, if it want to go out, you need to the lock will open, but you need to remove the basket after you refill. So using a boom is much more faster. But did you know aerial refilling is not always in the sky? And
I think that's for emergency refueling, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so aerial refueling can be on land, like this is a plane,
Yes.
this is a car,
Yes.
and when the car is almost out of fuel, the plane can refuel the car.
Oh.
But gravity always pulls down, so car can't refuel the plane.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And how many a tanker plane can refuel other planes at the same time? Two.
Yeah.
How does it do?
Two hoses and baskets refuel two. At each wing has something like a bomb,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not for combat. This bomb is used as a bucket and a hose behind, so it has to be open at the back.
And at the same time, these planes keep flying
Keep flying.
while they are refueling.
Yeah.
Keep flying.
Keep flying.
Okay, I think so. The conversation is enough for today.
Yeah.
We'll continue again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then we'll discuss about what tomorrow. No more aircrafts.
Helicopter.
No dandruffs. Skincare. Huh? Can we discuss about skincare tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we can advertise Tommy
Yeah.
skincare, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Make sure
Bye-bye.
you watch the next episode.
Yes. And don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to ring the
Bell.
ting tang.